Yeah, so we've come to do some video tests up at an old abandoned, and with Choppy is there. I've come up to an old abandoned military place here on the island of Menorca. It says doesn't enter, but you know, there's no gates or anything there, you know, so I think it's more because these buildings, as you can see behind me, are, you know, old. I think they're probably, you know, Civil War job, you know, well, maybe Second World War, I don't know, but in here, you know, there's all sorts of old gear still knocking about where we can get in. You know, you still got to see old shower blocks in there. And if we go in here, you know, if we go into here, still got an really old, I'm just checking the roof, fireplace and stuff. That's pretty cool, really. You know, there's obviously been a lot of people coming up here and rough sleeping, you know, because there's literally no gates. We've just walked through the gates, you've probably seen, you know, on the video. There's nothing to stop people getting in, so. But incredible views, look behind me. I mean, what a spot. Look at that. I mean, it's just outrageous. This is very close to a place called Father Favrich, which is a lighthouse up on the north coast of Menorca. Unfortunately, we can't get any drone shots because it's a no-fly zone. It is actually on the flight path. I could authorise it, but it's, you know, it's a bit risky, so. But you know, we're in a very old military sort of place, you know, where probably the troops were based, you know, and slept. With the views like this, you know, it's a prominent position to protect, I suppose, you know. You see everything from here. I'll spin it round and show you what we've got. Right over there, you know, it goes right down to all this, where I presume that looks like some sort of, you know, a garage area where vehicles must have been stored, you know, or so there's a motor area up there, you know, and then we come down to this, and you know, some sort of again, looks like a garage or something. We'll have a look, you know. Yeah, it's amazing area, you know. Fantastic. Again, some form of old military area, you know, don't know exactly what it was. A road up there, you know, that's heading off towards, again, north coast. Just abandoned, you know, you can't believe it, you know, the history, there would have been people here, you know, who had lives and children and wives and things, you know, it would have been a hive of activity, I would have thought, you know, it's not that small. And I think there's underground parts to it as well. Yeah, you know, there's even underground bits. I think there's probably even more to it than meets the eye. Flooded, you know, it's probably a well, is it? So, down there, some sort of a well or something going on there. I'm guessing, you know, a water collection point of some kind. I don't know what this was, but it does look like a garage of some kind. But all of this, you know, there's a lot of military installations that have been abandoned in Spain. I mean, I used to live in Menorca, and there were some incredible ones there, and there are also here. Once again, we've got another thing here that I'm not sure what it is. It's some kind of, I don't know, go have a look. Certainly a, you know, I'm guessing it's a water thing, because we've got, ow, just stood on a very prickly plant. Something there, you know, and in here, again, I'm guessing this is a well, and there is water in there. Yeah. You know, well. Plenty of water. It certainly would be recently. Yeah, don't stick your head too far in it, you might never come out. But again, you can see, I mean, these buildings, incredible. You can still see the mouldings. You know, look at the mouldings at the top of there. Actually quite nice, you know, the architecture of it. It's incredible, really. Yeah. Some form of cuartel or something they used to call them. And it goes on, you know, it just goes on. Right the way down. Past where we are now. Right the way down to, you know, the roof's falling on this end, no roof left on this bit. But all this is a huge parking, you know, as you can scan behind us. You know, this is it's a huge thing, you know, it's a huge operation at some stage. Just left to abandonment. And as we walk down and past, once again we get to another viewpoint. I think there's even more. We'll keep going and have a look. You know, this is some form of parking here where we are, where they will have parked, you know, their military vehicles and I don't know. Yeah, incredible. It's all history, and it's sort of lost history. You know, it's forgotten history that people don't really know is even here. You know, you think about it, people, they come to this island and go to beaches and maybe go to Mahon and there's plenty of history there, but they don't know about this sort of history that we've got that's just sort of disappeared and been left. You know, and I don't think we're far away from the sea because I can hear it. So let's keep going. Let's keep going and see what else we find as we go over this hill, you know, and see what else we can get. You know, I've come with my son. This is just a little mini sort of film about our planning, because we plan to walk the coast of the island, the entire coast of the island, within the next couple of months, and it involves walking 185 plus kilometres, which is a long way, and there's quite a lot of planning. I think this is an old gun point down here that we're heading towards. Probably some form of turret. I think that's what they call it. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like a turret, this to me. There'll be a big gun here at some stage. You know, again, if there was a big gun here, this is probably a little bit more modern than the buildings we've just seen, I'm guessing. Here, of course, and this would have been an aircraft gun or a gun to protect the coast, I'm guessing again. But look at this, I mean, look at this. Look at this, this is incredible. Look at this. That's going down. You know, so this is the underground part of the turret where the ammunition would have gone into here to feed the gun in that big circle there, which we'll show you now. Lost history, you know, incredible, just incredible. And if we switch round, this is just to give you an idea of where we are. It's a prominent part of the island. This is the Far de Favrich. I'll show you. If you look at that, that's absolutely incredible. Look at the sea. We've got a bit of a north wind, which is called the Tramontana over here, and it is bashing into the north coast. It's pretty famous for it. I don't know if you can see that white water there. Look at that, and that's the lighthouse in the distance. Incredible. Yeah, we're going to go down and have a look. You know, and so this would have been here. You'd have had your ammunition fed in by a vehicle of some kind, you know, which went down here, and then the men below down here would have then fed that into the storage facility. Yeah, it's some place, isn't it? This is when you think that, you know, the say bats. What in there? Loads of them. We got some bats down here, just scared the life out of my son. And when it rains, everybody gets a bit wet. No, so we got holes in here, look, all sorts of hiding places for bats and nasties. Yeah, you've got to be a bit careful, you know, I mean, this place is falling down. But we've got, it's probably all boarded up. Ah, well, it is, look, as you can see. But here we've got, inside here, which I'm not sure I want to go in, it's wet through, is some sort of room. You know, let's spin it round. So in here, this would have been, and I'm presuming in that hole there, is the feed to the gun. There's holes in the roof, you know, some form of machinery maybe down here, I don't know. You know, these guns were massive. We'll go have a look in a second. You know, these guns would have been possibly and would have needed some form of power to spin them round, you know, I don't know, but there's certainly a lot of gear in there, that's for sure. Yeah, there's some place, you know, and we are everywhere you look. There's holes and nooks and crannies, and you know, probably all electrical bits and bats. You know, there's a some sort of electric place in there. In here, just switch the camera around again. We've got some form of, you know,
Yeah, you could go in there,
it's just full of water. We've had a lot of rain recently here, and it's fallen to bits. You know, you don't know. I mean, it's got some age, but that's had some form of big door on it. There, look. So again, I'm thinking, you know, ammunition. I mean, look at the size of that door. I'm thinking there's ammunition in that room there, because you know, a serious bit of, you know, these are massive hinges, so this is some big door frame. This is ammunition room, my guess. Yeah, it's cool, interesting. So
it goes further in.
It goes further in, like I said, it goes a long way further in. You know, there's old stairs here which we're not going to go up. No, we're going to walk our way carefully back up, and we'll go have a look at the gun turret. Yeah, very interesting. Stuff. We've got a dog kennel over here, look. I'll show you the dog kennel. That's a dog kennel, that is there. That would have had an Alsatian in it for protection. But you see, there's all sorts of things that are a bit unknown. So for example, I'll show you, I'll switch the camera on. Don't know what that is, but there's something underground here. So I'm thinking there's quite a lot of underground works here that you can't even get to. And if I pass zooming over there, there's another one there, look, breather hole. Don't know what they are. And there's loads of them, you know. Again, I think there's a lot more underground works that you can't really get to anymore. You know, a lot of this land here that I'm walking on feels like it's been moved, you know, like it's been worked. But this is the gun turret, so this would have had a massive gun in it. I know about these because I grew up on this island, and over on at the entrance to the harbour, where you can now go and visit La Mola, there are some old gun turrets up there that you could go and get a look at. So this is an old gun turret. You can still see where it was bolted to, you know, down there. And this would have had a massive anti-aircraft gun. You know, I don't think it's well, you could probably fire at boats, but more of an aircraft thing. Big lump, you know, sticking out of here, you know. And I think, I've got a feeling there's more than one here.
There's more that way too. This one.
But again, if I jump up here, you'll get a better feel for it, just how big it is. It's massive. Yeah, huge. And then from here again, absolutely incredible views of the coast. Let me just show you that. Look at this. Yeah, look at that wide water, blue sea with the waves breaking on it, just panning round now. It just goes on, and we've got to walk all this because there's another dog kennel. We've got to walk all this coast. Just wait till I get right round, all the way around here. We're going to walk all this. There's a dedicated path. It's called the Camí de Cavais. It probably even passes through here, and there you go. Look, right up there and beyond all that. You know, fantastic. Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. There's a lot of planning. Got to get a bit fitter than I am. And yeah, it's an expedition that we're looking forward to doing together, and planning together, and reminiscing together, because I know most of the coast. I haven't walked the entire island in one go, but I know most of it. Looking forward to, yeah, trenches and stuff. You know, here we've got more. So we've got other earthworks. You know, here. I mean, this is probably older. Now,
it's a trench looking.
Trenches definitely go back to the Civil War. And I've seen, unless it's water, but I'm guessing this is some sort of a trench here. Look, this thing here, you know.
It's because it goes out into the mountain.
And it continues all the way along here. So I'm guessing this is a trench. Now I've seen trenches up in the woods. Does it? Down there? So I've seen trenches like this before in the woods on the south coast of Menorca, and they were definitely Civil War. But as you can see, it's been worked all the way along. I've got plans now, you know. And let let me just spin round. We're coming down to a gun turret here, which is another huge setup. You know, just the engineering alone, incredible. And like, I mean, I'm not saying this is absolutely solid rock. It's a bit more shaly and sort of, you know, slaty. But look, you know, there's pretty solid rock. There's plenty of it to go through. And most military sites have been military sites for a long time. You know, this is still owned by the military and by the Ministry of Defence of Spain. You know, and here's another one. Look, here's another gun turret. Another setup for protecting this coastline. You know, you've got to remember this coastline is the most, let me just make sure I get this right, easterly point of Spain. Menorca is the last island before you get sort of over to Sicily and the islands of Italy and Italy, and it is a very important part of the Mediterranean. Yeah, we've got to be careful here. This is another gun turret here, another one protecting skies, I'm guessing. Look at that up there, look. So yeah, again, you know, a lot of engineering gone into this. You know, incredible scenery. Look at it, just incredible. And there's some serious white water over on the coast. So if I just jump up here, I can show you this incredible coastline. Look at that. Incredible. I'll just span round. There's Chris just working his way down the old ramp. And if I pan round again, there's the turret, look, that you can see that would have held a gun, protecting this coastline. Basically between here and over there, well, I'd say the next stop is probably, you know, southern France. I think I'd have to check that exactly, but or Sicily, something like that. But it's look at these. I mean, we got a big sea here going on. Look at that. It's amazing. You know, we've only got a little bit. You don't need a lot of wind here in Menorca for the sea to blow up, and there's some big waves out there. Check that out. Beautiful. Yeah, so looking forward to walking it. It's going to be an expedition.